Hello, English Flint man here. Heat treat update. So, obviously there was damage to start with the excessive heat. But obviously I carried on the heat process. I'll turn the temperature back, and then obviously just went through the heat process normally. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to start taking it all out now. Let me see. Right, so we can put it into here. You can see how this top one's done, because that did have the foil on it, and it's Costco foil, so it's ultra thick. So if we can get something out of it, I'll be happy. I've got some big old spools here. They look okay. What we'll do is we'll try them. Just see how they're performing. Nice and glossy. So that one's okay. Someone commented that on a Facebook post that I did the other day about heat treating and all that. Said, oh, I'd made a mistake. And they said, oh, you can't heat treat. It's impossible to heat treat English Flint because they shatter. Which obviously they do when you're not heating them right. But I mean, look, that one's intact. Look at that. Nice and slick. We in focus here? Whoa, look at that. Nothing wrong with that. That's a beaut. Look at that. This is what makes it so good. That shoots across. So nothing wrong with that. Little bit not too good, but once you get under that, right, okay, I'll do more than that. I snapped it in half. Yeah, okay, well that one's definitely blown. which I knew was going to happen, because I never thought, I was under any illusion that this was going to be anything different. But there is, that's okay. This one's all right. So some have blown and some ain't. They might have had more moisture content in them, and that's caused it to. So that one's all right. Well, this is a big old slab. Let's see what happens with this. Looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty decent. Okay, well, I'm not going to eat any more. Just offload them into there. So we're ready for another heat treat. But this time, obviously, trying to do it correctly. Yeah, a little bit of shattering in there. I'll keep it just in case. Seems to be the ones that are a little bit thicker. Seems the ones that have took the full brunt of it, like that one did. This is a big old slab. Look at them, they're beauties. Nice and slick. So that's turned that into a real beautiful piece of flint. Got some nice reds coming out in it there. But that's what you want, that glossiness. They've blown. Yeah, not great, that one. Yeah, it's gone. Well, I did think this was going to happen. Because like you say, it's I've carried on eating it all just to, you know, run through the cycle. But some have come out okay. I mean, this can happen in any heat treating. So that one's all right. So some, right in my mouth, that one. So some, you know, some get away with it, some don't. Like that, that's fine. There's the universes. Just about got away with it, this one. Yeah, there's some crystal pockets in there, but I'd say that's probably a maybe. These are just fragments that have exploded. That one seems to be okay. I might actually nap that one. It's already a preform, so. I also bought an African bloodstone today. Can you see that? But it doesn't nap very well. Don't know whether it's been heat treated or not. It's got like glitter in it. But there's enough there to make a small point, but it's not ideal. But I might be getting another supplier who might be getting some. Instead of having to order it from the US. So, right, I'm going to keep, hang on. Right, that one we're going to keep. Yeah, it's a bit steppy. It's gone a bit in there. Not great. You probably might get a little bit out of it. I don't know. Yeah, it's breaking apart. Like I say, I did expect this to happen. That one's okay. Not due to due to heating too quickly. And any moisture in there, I read up on it and it says any moisture in the actual stone will cause it to shatter, which it has, it sort of exploded from the inside, as it were. Can you see that? So but this is due to my, yeah, look, it's gone. This is due to me making a mistake, which I guarantee I will not be making next time. Actually, we'll leave that out. Let's see what this one is up here. Yeah, same scenario. You might get a little bit out of it. You can see how it's all gone mottly, and that's the water inside making the rock explode from the inside out. It's a shame because it's a waste of right. This shelf did. Right, it looks like that one. We got away with it. So it's gone nice and slick. It's not exploded. Right, so that one's fine. This big old boy here is interesting. This might have been a lot of moisture already gone out of this one. I'm going to need a bigger bopper for this. think I'm going to actually use the copper hammer on it. Looks alright. Yeah. Lovely and slick. So it's funny how that's not affected that at all. Maybe because it was been in my collection for a long time and it's naturally dried out. So actually took off a nice big flake. So yeah, that's doable. We'll keep that flake. And yeah, big old. Yeah, perfect. So that one's not been affected. Nice. So, you know, we're getting away with some. These ones they're quite small, so I reckon they'll probably be all right. Yeah. Yeah, see, look, that one's gone. So it seems to be certain stones have been affected. It took the full brunt of the heat. Wow, that's it's interesting. I think you'll like this. Wow. Look at that. That's shot right across. Beauty. Absolute beauty. That's one for the... that's a... I don't know where I got that stone from, but that has turned out lovely. Look at the colours in that. That's a bit of English flint, look. So I'll keep those flakes. I'm going to nap those. So I don't know where this one came from, but that has turned amazing. Oh, wow. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. The colours in it are outstanding. But it's just completely snapped in half. But I still think it's doable. We can get something out of that. Crazy. Yeah, it's lovely. So some have been affected, some haven't. The colours that are coming out of them are amazing. Yeah, they're mainly grey, but different shades of grey. So yeah, beautiful. Nothing wrong with them. These smaller ones are okay. They'll do. This was one that I found and it had full of crystals. That's turned like a pinky colour. So that could be one for a nap. For napping. Yeah. Slick as you like, but good luck, straighten off. Right, this is a big old biface. This has had plenty of heat. Sketchy. Yeah, borderline. No good. Yeah, it's turned to dust, that one. It's gone to dust. So some you get, some come out okay, some go terrible. Yeah, that one's fine. That one will be good. It's mainly these big ones I want to try. Yeah. There you go. Lovely. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that one's gone. It's about 50% at the moment. That's sort of, yeah, half and a half. That side didn't get affected, this side did. Well, you can see that one's gone. I will, yeah, I mean that's, yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that one as well. Okay. Oh, well, that one seems to be okay. I'll keep that one. And that's a finished flake, that should be alright. So, yeah, a lot of wastage. Right, so what we've got left is basically all the bits on the bottom, which where are we? Where's my... Right, so we have got let's have a little tidy up. Right, so these are some obviously tiny little, just some bits that I'd probably couldn't go no further with. So they've been heat treated, so they'll probably perform a lot better. I'll put that one over there. Right, these are the ones with a really thick cortex. I don't know how they're going to perform, but yeah, they've gone and blown. There, blown. So yeah, I mean, out of all this lot, there's not loads. Actually, that one's got away with it, believe it or not. Oh, well. Yeah, it's extremely brittle, but it may work. Like I say, you just got to try and be hopeful. Oh, well, that one seems okay. Yeah. So that's turned out alright as well. And that matte there is now a glossy finish. And the flakes will start flying across. Yeah, fine. Right, these smaller ones should be okay. Yeah, that's a blown piece. May get something out of that one. Yep, it's okay. Yep, fine. Some bigger slabs here. Right, that's shot across. Yeah, lovely. Nice and slick. The butts. This one's gone red. I think that's took a real... Yeah. That one's took a real pound into the heat there. You ain't going to do nothing with that. That's basically gone... That's been turned to dust, that one. Look at that. I wouldn't mind, it had some nice banding in it, that one. But, never mind. And these are just little odds and sods. Right, this one was a bit of a steppy one anyway, so yeah, look, it's all blown all the way through. Like I say, any moisture in there, it's going to boil up and smash that stone under the pressure, which it was inevitable, being that the heat treat was done so badly. But it was a simple mistake. But it won't be happening again, that's for sure. See, look, that's a nice bit. Yeah, not gonna get anywhere with that. There's a crystal pocket. There's one little. So I'll wrap it up there. Moral of the story is, I can now, with this, I've now got a little felt tip marker there, so it will start on the right temperatures on the next heat treat. I won't film the next one, but it gives you an idea of, you know, what you can do with a little oven. When it works right, it works really well. And English Flint can be heat treated. It has to be a slow process and not blasting it with heat, which was a mistake. But, you know, I'll know on the next one. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. English Flint Man. Like and subscribe. See you soon.